We just keep marching along with warm temperatures. February's monthly air temperature average was significantly above average. For moisture in February, much of the state had above average rainfall. The average air temperature for February was 7 to 11 degrees above average. Not only is that a big jump above normal, it came during our last month of winter. That has really pushed Oklahoma's plants from our urban landscapes to our field crops into early growth. Tender foliage and flowers makes damage from a spring freeze much more likely. Rainfall over the last 7 days of February was meager and isolated to the eastern quarter of the state. For the last 30 days from March 1st, rainfall totals were above 4 inches in the yellow areas. Rainfall in green areas ranged from 1 to 4 inches. The darker green, the higher the rainfall amounts. The blue areas were mostly below a ½ inch. Those high rainfall areas really jump out on a map of the departure from average for February. Dark green areas were 2 or more inches above average. The light green areas were 1 inch above average. Orange areas were slightly below average this February. Here's Gary with a check on Oklahoma's drought status and a look ahead.
Thanks, Alan. Good morning, everyone. Well, we're still dealing with that rainfall from about a week and a half ago, and we know we just got through with the 4th warmest February on record and a pretty wet February south of I-40 and scattered across portions of north of I-40. So let's take a look at that latest drought monitor map and see if there have been any changes. Well, we have seen changes, more improvements across southern Oklahoma, again, generally south of I-40, but we still have that core of moderate to severe drought from east central Oklahoma over across into the northwestern part of the state. So those are probably the last changes we're going to see if we don't get more rainfall soon. So let's take a look at the latest outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center for March, and we see greatly increased odds of above normal temperature centered right over Oklahoma. So that's definitely not good news if you're looking at drought alone. And also when we look at precipitation for March, we see increased odds of below normal precipitation, especially across the northwestern portion of the state. Now when you combine those together and you look at where drought exists now, the monthly drought outlook sees drought either persisting or possibly intensifying in those areas. So no drought relief in sight for March according to the Climate Prediction Center. No development either, which would be good. I don't know if that's really going to come true, but that's what their outlook shows. So if those outlooks for precipitation and temperature do come true and we have above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation, we will definitely see drought intensification across the state of Oklahoma. I can promise you that. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.